Hello, my name is Michelle Landay. The date today is June 12th, 2019. This is my week 6 video for my microbiology class. I've already disinfected my table and I have all my PPE on. This week was about different environments that bacteria can grow in. We had 2 different exercises this week. So the first one was salt tolerance, which I have my results over here. Basically, I needed to take the 6 different nutrient broth tubes with different levels of sodium chloride in it. One was 1%, 7%, and the other one was 15%. They really grew very well in the 1%, both of my S. epidermidis and my S. cerevisiae. So if you look here, you can see the turbidness of this one. Definitely got some growth. So 1 and the 1%. They really like the lower sodium levels, not as hypertonic. So if you move into the 7% sodiums, they're a little turbid. Not as much as the 1%, but good growth. It did take me 48 hours to get these to have some sort of result to them. Same thing with the cerevisiae. The 15%, there wasn't much going on. This higher sodium, they really didn't like the hypertonic environment. That could be because they were taking in the extra salt and shriveling up and dying and not being able to grow. So there's that. That was the first experiment. The second experiment I've actually started on. I'm going to show you the process on my pH 9 for my S. epidermidis. But this is a combination. We're basically going to see how the different pHs affect the growth of the different cultures that we're using, which will be the same as the first experiment, the S. epidermidis and S. cerevisiae. Basically, I have my broth tube here, which I'm running very low on. So we're going to do this one. S. epidermidis. I have 2 things. I have the sodium hydroxide, which I actually used in my pH 5s on both broths. On the pH 7, the only thing I added to this was the culture, the broth culture, just to see how it grows, because it's already a pretty neutral balance. pH 7 is a good growth area. pH 5 is a little lower, and this is a pH 9, which is obviously a lot higher. Most organisms that grow cultures, they really like the pH 7. That's an ideal, but there are other circumstances where different bacteria will grow in a higher pH and a lower pH. Kind of cool. I'm curious to see the results on this. So I already used my hydrochloric acid, this one here for my pH 5, so I'm adjusting the pH to 5, obviously, so I'm going to put that down. For the pH 7, like I said, we didn't need to add any sodium or hydraulic acid. So this is my 9. For the 9, we're going to add the sodium, and basically I'm going to take my broth culture here. I'm going to antiseptic technique. I'm going to place that back down and put the lid down. And I'm going to do the same for my culture that I've had for a very long time. And I'm not going to knock that over, hopefully. Alright, so we're going to squeeze out all the alcohol in this one. I'm going to drop 1 drop of this in here, adjusting the pH to 9. So now that I got that at 9, I've already sterilized both of these. I'm going to get 2 drops of my cultures. Put the lid back on after I sterilize. And put that on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait about 24 hours, which will be hopefully tomorrow. And we're going to see between both of these cultures which one really prefers a higher or lower or or pH 7, which is the in between, to grow. I'm kind of curious to see how this works out. Pretty neat assignment, kind of cool. And I will see you guys next week for week 7. Have a good day.